Well, the Europa League didn't start off the way that we wanted to.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Decent looking ball without saying that was poor. Dispatched clinically. That's a good put in there. And it's played forward. Now then. That is a gem!
It was a rough loss for us at River, and now today we'll see if we can take out our frustration on Atlético Madrid. And here we are again, back home at Augsburg, and this is what it's all about. We take on Atlético Madrid today, and we'll see what we can do to them. We have a heavily rotated side once again, and that's kind of what we have to have because we have so many matches one after the other. That's the thing about World Super League. You get those matches coming up maybe 2 a week for the first 1, 2, maybe even 3 months of the season, and your players are bound to get tired. And so we'll see how this one works out for us. They have the first throw. We're about 4 minutes into the match, and we could use a good defensive showing here. That looked a little bit better. Here's Pele, who hasn't been in for a while. He's been injured once again. And that's Joao Felix, who we're very, very worried about. And they've managed to hold on to possession. And I'm starting to wonder here about this. We have the big names. We have the players who are world class, but we can't seem to put it together the way that we should. We're doing well in the league, but you'd figure we'd be able to do something here in European competition. And there's Ronaldo, and he scores just like that. 1-0 for Augsburg. This is what happens when you have two very good strikers. Maradona here makes this over to Galic, but it's Milan Galic who sees Ronaldo behind the defense and gets him that pass just in time, and there was nothing they could do about it. 1-0 for Augsburg. Now we'll see if we can keep this up. That's the big question. We had a 1-0 lead in that last game in the Europa Cup, and we gave it up. Here's Joao Felix, and he's the one I'm worried about. And it's back to Koke. And the shot is just high and wide, so we're a little bit fortunate there. And, I mean, the victory is what I think we deserve, but we'll see what happens. We only have an XG of 0.19. Can you believe that? A team with Pele, Maradona, Ronaldo, and we have a 0.19 XG, and what are we doing? We're passing it around in the back and almost gave the ball up. Here comes Galic. And he decides to take a shot. That's kind of a strange angle to take the shot from. Doesn't work out the way he'd like to. Here's Mendes now down to Maradona. And he takes a little shot that's not really going anywhere. I'm not so sure how much Diego likes playing there on the wing. I think he'd rather be a central attacking midfielder, but we don't have that in our tactics, so he's going to have to deal with it. And here comes Ronaldo again. And he flubs it, and he misses it. He had a wide open goal in front of him. Didn't have to lob the keeper that hard, and he ends up knocking it over the top crossbar. And so perhaps it's bad luck, perhaps it's frustration, perhaps it's a morale issue. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's bad cohesion. It's hard to figure out. It's Football Manager. Here's Koke over to Memphis. Back to Griffa, and they will try to set it up again. And we are in trouble. I don't like where this highlight is going. I don't like where this is headed at all. They just pass this ball around us over and over and over again. And, I mean, we'll see what happens. They've won a corner now. We're able to head that one out, fortunately. But it was a scary moment for us. We hold on to this 1-0 lead, and it feels so precarious, and that's part of the problem. It shouldn't feel like this, right? It shouldn't be something that we feel like we're just barely holding on to. Kamara down to Korea, over to Fagan Walcott. Ronaldo now. Back to Nia, and is over to Maradona. This looked okay for a while, but he went the wrong way. Campagnaro takes a shot, and there he is, Marco Campagnaro. So again, on a team filled with legendary stars, who is it? It's the unknown. It's the Segundo Volante that we've had from the beginning. It's the guy that no one's ever heard of, and he's the one who gets the goal. And, hey, maybe having these fast youngsters helps out after all. What a shot. That takes us here to halftime. a little bit gusty. It looks like it's going to rain there again in Augsburg, and whenever it rains, we play especially well. Kamara is not playing particularly well today. Speaking of playing well, we're going to take him out and we'll put Simeyu back on. You wonder why we don't put Bobby Moore in. The reason why is because I've been quite upset with the way he's been playing recently. And so we'll let him sit and think about it for a little while. And we'll see how this second half goes. We could use something that's pretty unspectacular and doesn't have a whole lot of highlights. Thank you very much. 1.44 our XG, but they're creeping back, and that's what I'm worried about. Again, it's so hard with the legendary player database on. It's so hard to gauge how good you are against the other teams because even with some of the best players, you'll notice that you have a little bit of difficulty trying to handle guys who maybe are not quite the biggest names in the world, but who may be a little bit older and a little bit more experienced. Mia here back to Maradona, to Korea. That wasn't much of a pass by Maradona. And he's not only given up possession, but he couldn't win it back. And yeah, I'm a little bit worried. Having a 2-goal lead is nice. Oh, Korea's way offside, right? Apparently not. And Yashin just able to get onto that one. Turns out to be a goal kick in the end, but man. So he wasn't offside, which means that there was a some sort of problem there in the back once again. We've had so many problems with our defense, I don't even know where to begin. Here's Galic over to Ronaldo, and he should have had his second. What was that? Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And so we're about 85 minutes here into this one. Simeyu with the header knocks that one out. And Mendes with another helpful header. Pele with the 2-footed sliding tackle. That's a little bit risky. He's already got a yellow card. And all we need to do is just keep the ball out. Let's get this ball out of our half, and let's see what we can do from there on. There it is. Maradona to Korea. Now hold it here. We don't have to be too fast. Campagnaro over to Pele. I guess it's because Pele is still young. That's why that's happening. But yeah, that must be the fault must be his, not mine. Campagnaro, though, does an excellent job to intercept this. Forward to Galic. Galic down to Pele. Back to Campagnaro. There you go. Marco Campagnaro, and boy does he deserve it the way that he's been playing here. 2 goals for him today, his first 2 goals of the season, and this one's just a beauty. Absolutely wonderful. They can't deal with the Segundo Volante. We're going to get out of this match with a win. Can you believe that? Finally. It's been a while since we've won any matches in Europe. Now let's try to build on from this. Here's Maradona. Pele forward, Campagnaro almost with a hat-trick. Wouldn't that have been something? 2 goals is already more than enough, I think, for him. Simeyu here in the back to Mia. And Galic. And oh, how sweet it is. How sweet it is when you look at this pass right from midfield. We caught him napping. For 4-0 Augsburg. So forget about all the tension. Forget about the idea that we couldn't do it, because we did it and we've shown that we can. Augsburg with the 4-0 victory. Now let's hope we can get it turned around here in this group and finish first. Talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.